Hey guys, this is Nirmal from NirmalTV.com, and today we'll have a comparison of two flagship phones. One is the LG G2, which was launched in August, and the second one is the Nokia Lumia 1020, which was launched back in July this year. So both are the flagship phones from Nokia and LG. So and both run good hardware, good features. There are good features, and there's good camera and build quality. So we'll have a quick comparison of these two phones with respect to design, build quality, camera performance, and also the battery life. So we'll discuss in detail all these aspects of both these phones. So first, let's have a look at the specs of the Lumia 1020. So this comes with 4.5-inch Super AMOLED display, which has the clear black feature, that is the pure motion HD plus display, and it has a 1.5 gigahertz dual core processor, the Snapdragon processor, along with a 2 GB of RAM, and there's 32 GB onboard storage, and it comes with a 2000 mAh battery. Then there is a 41 megapixel camera at the back, which has a xenon flash along with an LED flash. So this is the pure view camera, which featured on the Nokia PureView 808 and now available on the Lumia 1020. So those are the aspects in the specs. Now let's see this hardware aspects in LG. LG G2. LG G2 is a flagship phone of LG. It comes with a 5.2-inch IPS LCD display, which is really good. Then you have 2 GB of RAM. Then it runs on 2.3 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon 800 processor, which is currently the best processor you have for a mobile phone. Then you have a 32 GB onboard storage. You have 13 megapixel camera, and also quite a lot of other features as well. So we'll see one by one the specs, the design, as well as other features of both these phones. However, LG comes with a 3000 mAh battery as well. Now coming on to the design aspect, you can see here the Nokia Lumia 1020 has the same design of that of Lumia 920. The design is almost similar, the polycarbonate unibody design. Currently we have the black variant. The only change being the 41 megapixel POV camera at the back. You can see here there's a projection for this 41 megapixel camera. That's the only major change when it comes to design aspect when compared to the Nokia Lumia 920. And there is also wireless charging, which is missing. You need to add the snap-on covers. So that's pretty typical the Nokia Lumia phones. This very design is very familiar. The build quality is really good. The materials used are also top notch. So build quality wise, Nokia Lumia 1020 is really good. The only thing is that there is a slight projection for the camera unit. So that's the only change with respect to the 920. Now coming on to LG, LG has some unique features to its design aspect. First thing is that it has a 5.2-inch display, but that's not the main feature. The display is here, the bezel around the display is very thin, so that means the device, the front portion of the device completely covers the screen, so there is no wastage of space, unlike a few phones from Sony Xperia like Z1, which has quite a lot of space around the bezel, which is useless when compared to the user. So that's one aspect, one good aspect of LG G2. There is a minimum bezel space, so the space has been utilized pretty good on LG G2. Now the second aspect of LG G2 is the unique power button. You can see that the power button is moved to the back along with the volume keys. So you don't have any keys at the sides, so there is simply no keys at the sides. So the keys have been moved to the back. This is an innovative approach from LG, although it takes time getting used to this button, so you can use this way. So it does take time getting used to these buttons, but it's really an innovative approach. Now coming on to the other aspect, the build quality is really good from LG. Although this is made of plastics, there is no removable back cover. The build quality is really good. You can see the fit and finish is also very good. This is far better than the Galaxy phones from Samsung. So quality wise, this is a perfect device. You can't complain anything on the quality aspect as well. Now coming on to the display on the Nokia Lumia 1020 is really good. You have the clear black display. The Lumia phones have got a really good display. You can see that from this display as well. The readability is really good. You can see the viewing angles are also good, and this has excellent sunlight readability. That's a traditional that is a feature of Nokia Lumia phones, and this one also continues to have that feature. So display wise, this is really good. The black color is really good on this phone because of this clear black display. So this is an AMOLED display, unlike the LCD display on IPS LCD display on the Lumia 920. Now coming on to LG, it has a 5.2-inch display, and there is IPS plus LCD display. Again, here the display is one of the strong points of LG. Excellent display, we would say. The viewing angles are also really good. As you can see here, viewing angles are really good. You won't have any issues with the display. The readability is also really good. So display wise, both the phones are really good, and both stand out as one of the strong points of both the phones are its display. Now coming on to the next aspect, the camera. So we have the 41 megapixel pure view camera in the Lumia 1020, which is currently rated as the best camera you can find on the smartphone. So you can see that this camera has run by the Nokia camera app. So it has a unique UI. So you can see here it has a unique UI wherein you have this dial kind of mechanism, and you can adjust almost all the features like white balance, focus, and then you have ISO, exposure, etc. So you can change all these values instantly. Now if you see here, let's take a quick snap of this phone. So as you can see here, once I taken the snap, it takes around 2 to 3 seconds for the snap to appear. So that is one aspect which is not really good on the Nokia Lumia 1020. So since as we can see here from the settings, we have set the photo quality to be 35 megapixel plus the 5 megapixel photos. So there will be two photos saved. One is 35 megapixel, second is to 5 megapixel. So because of these two photos being saved, it takes around 2 to 3 seconds for you to capture the next photo. So there's a delay in taking the photos, and this could be annoying if you want to quickly snap photos of using your phone. So this is where Nokia needs to improve on the camera aspect. But overall, the pictures are excellent. There is the lossless zoom as well as the reframing options give you clear picture as well. So there is also 1080p full HD recording on this phone, and that also gives a good video quality as well. Now coming on to the LG has 13 megapixel rear unit with an LED flash. So this camera is pretty similar to what we see in the Samsung phones. The UI is very similar. You can see here the UI is very similar. We have quite a lot of modes here. So you can see there are quite a lot of modes, and the UI is very similar to what you find on a Samsung Galaxy S4 or the Note 3. Then you have this option to change the settings like brightness, focus, ISO, white balance, etc. So UI wise, the Nokia Lumia 1020 camera is better, but then this has one good feature that you can instantly record photos. You can see here I'm quickly snapping photos. So there is no lag or any delay while you take photos. So it's pretty fast here. So you can view the photos quickly from here. So that is one good aspect of LG G2. The camera is good, and when it comes with a low light photography, it's really good. It's far better than the Samsung Galaxy phones, but it does not beat the Lumia 1020 with respect to low light photography. But it's a really good camera. We would say one of the best camera after this Lumia 1020. So camera wise, the Lumia 1020 wins, but the LG G2 is still a really good competitor when it comes to camera. Now the next aspect is the performance. The Lumia 1020 comes with a 2 GB RAM, and it's powered by 1.5 GHz dual core Snapdragon processor. So Windows phones have never had an issue with the performance. It's optimized for 512 MB RAM. There is no performance issues with the Lumia 1020. It's really fast, and there is no issues with the performance on the 1020. The only issue what we said is the camera performance, which needs to be improved. There is a slight delay when you capture photos. So except for that, there is nothing much to improve on Lumia 1020 with respect to performance. Now coming on to the LG, LG G2 comes with Android 4.2.2. Although this is not the latest OS, it's still the one of the best OS, the Android 4.2.2, and it has a custom UI on top of it, very similar to the Samsung Touch with UI. There are quite a lot of apps as well, which is something like the Q slide, where you can run multiple apps at the same time, and then there is other apps like video editor, quick memo, and then you have a remote, quick remote, etc. So overall, the LG G2 has a really good performance, and when it comes to the speed, it's really fast. You can see the Snapdragon 800 processor has no lag, absolutely no lag. It's super fast in all the actions, be it recording, or doing hard work, hard editing options like video editing, or other features like browsing, or any other option. It's really fast. So LG G2 is really powerhouse when it comes to performance, and you won't find any issues with this device. Now coming on to the battery aspect, the the Lumia 1020 comes with a 2000 mAh battery. So when it comes to compare with the recent smartphones, the 2000 mAh battery is slightly on the lower side, but still then Windows phones have never been a battery hog. So the 1020 does fare good in the battery test. You can get 1 day of usage with 1020, but if you take quite a lot of snaps on a regular basis, then your battery life might be decreased, because it uses the xenon flash as well as LED flash. So if you use the camera more, then your battery life might come down. Now coming on to the LG G2, it has a 3000 mAh battery, and this is one of the best best features of LG G2. It's really good battery. You get almost 1 day of usage with non power user. If you are an average user, you will definitely get more than a days of usage. So the battery wise, LG G2 is really good, and probably LG G2 has better battery performance than the Lumia 1020. So now coming on to the final verdict, which one to choose. So if you're looking for a camera phone where you need the good camera, where you need good features on a camera, good ability to record videos as well as take snaps, then there is only one choice, that is the Lumia 1020. But if you are looking for an overall phone which has a good display, good build quality, then you have a decent camera, 13 megapixel camera, a good battery life, a 3000 mAh battery, and overall great performance, and top-notch hardware, then LG G2 is the answer, and you can pick LG G2. So LG G2 is cheaper than the Lumia 1020 as of now, and it comes in 16 GB as well as 32 GB variant, and this comes in 32 GB variant. So if camera is not the top priority, then LG G2 is the winner in our test, and if camera is your main feature to look for, then the Lumia 1020 wins here. So that's all guys. So thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest updates. And if you have any queries, so do drop a comment in the video, and we'll be glad to help you out.